I'm sorry. I just hope I haven't let you down. Well, when I said I just hope I haven't let you down, that said it all. I had. I let down my friends. I let down the country. Most of all, I let down an opportunity that I would have had for great projects and programs for building lasting peace, which would have been my dream, as you know from our first interview. Yep, I let people down. And I have to carry that burden with me for the rest of my life.
From defiling to deflowering etiquette, dream Whyze the heaven drips of dyslexia's medicine. Sik Sense veteran, written cut separate, the mixed tongue delicateness, directives and dismembering, depending on if the cat in front of you could level your shit. We're backing up as evidence in the sentence I spit, the sentencing this dependent abyss. Whenever it is, defenses lifted up and senselessly is. Sample vagabonds to travel in loops, on scrambling troops. I hand it off like raps to you. And how does it move? Good question. That's why we keep moving, there's clues back in. Habit was the rabbit I followed. Alice might as well have been a motto. My cabinet clammed up, swallowed. Damn, fuck, following the sand stuck hollow. And habit was the rabbit I followed. Alice might as well have been a motto. My cabinet clammed up, swallowed. Damn, fuck, following the sand stuck hollow.
See, I'm a war with the elements, pour full of prejudice, scorn. Tight to wipe the floor with your nemesis. Kick open the door to your premises. Snare all the residents in residence like boom, bap, slap. Catch beats from the compression, it's a break in the connection as waves deform through their objection to perform. It's Sik Sense and Dyslexia absorb anything of yours, inspecting all your flaws like I wanna eat my dinner off it. This concoction make you stick your finger in a friggin' socket. Lots of oxygen's an option, but you're locked into living by admitting you're a novice to tripping. But it was obvious, stop itching, get lost in this addiction.
Now I know that standards have slipped over the last few years in Washington, but for a lawyer, you're remarkably cavalier with any idea of justice. I'm here today, but last week you already found me guilty. You produced my name around the world without ever having asked me a single question, without ever having contacted me, without ever having written to me or telephoned me, without any contact with me whatsoever. And you call that justice.
Rather than settling up, gather your medicine cups, straddle the methadone class, stabbing like elephant tusks. Release. Believe these teeth eat meat. Believe these trees reach rather than settling up. Gather your medicine cups, straddle the methadone class, stabbing like elephant tusks. Release. Believe these teeth eat meat. Believe these trees need sleep. Feeding the seasons a receipt, retreat a seedling, fiending to feed sheep. Please meaningful scene leap to media green grass, from easily believed to delirious dream fast. Serious staring the wheel back, keeping the mirror concealed stash. Frequently fearing the fierce smash, peering in. Hearing surreal acts, hearing sin's accent, the miracle fear factor. Ear slash artist, peer pressure hardens. Near clashing borders are cleared, stacked and pardoned. Dear actor under John Deere tracked the garden. Weeded out, trees and mad, tears act as water. Mere facts to King Lear, or thin slabs you harder to split. Half don't bother to wince at the slaughter. Minced math marker to spit, tags harder than pigs. Act startle, break, Kit Kat bargains. Rather than settling up, gather your medicine cups, straddle the methadone clutch, stabbing like elephant tusks. Release. Believe these teeth eat meat. Believe these trees reach rather than settling up. Gather your medicine cups, straddle the methadone clutch, stabbing like elephant tusks. Release. Believe these teeth eat meat. Believe these trees reach
the
deep.
box and detox off oxys and dog food. Cheese grater, salt wood, hose clamp, all good. T-shirt interior lined with time release coating. Now I line the bathroom floor with overdoses. Hypodermic boogie, mainline the jugular. A modern day slave to pain pills and methadone. Method owned with a pretzel dome. Entirely consume my twisted thoughts that I can cake alone. brick by brick. I try to build a home, a habitat of love to cut me off from the world I loathe. Codependent, exploding over infringement when I'm the one who violates the code of golden wishes. Sober sickness, completely bored out of my fucking mind. Like, is there anything fun that's not narcotic driven? Fuck it, I hate you, I hate this disease. A life controlled by substance in abundance, let me get a taste.
Rather than settling up, gather your medicine cups, straddle the method clutch, stabbing like elephant tusks. Release. Believe these teeth eat meat. Believe these trees reach deep. Rather than settling up, gather your medicine cups, straddle the method clutch, stabbing like elephant tusks. Release. Believe these teeth eat meat. Believe these trees reach deep.
You tell me that if I don't listen to your way, we're finished. That's not how we ever operated, honey, ever.
Don't leave it like that. I just want you to get rich.
I gave you every chance in the book. Maybe that's why I made my mistake. Friendship goes both ways. Not when I asked you to. That's a regular note. I begged you to be honest with me, to let me in.
Hey yo, it's first French, get your thirst quenched quick. Burnt end tips of flesh, repent, switch Henson's the henchman, equipped with hedge clips. Heads turn, his legs burn, move fast. Dreaded birds leave past sperm on new bats. No gurney, too fast, slow burning. Blue black to ashes, use the sacrilege. Blue glass you act the shit. Water that avant-garde. Flawed entendres, get lost in the dark lodge. Swamp sink to fake bottom like fart from armpit. Darts to spark, spit it, blah blah nonsense. Sharks pierce arc ships, no it's nauseous. So subconscious, no robo garbage. Just slow-mo tar pits, your solo song shit. It's almost vomit type sick. Bottle spike empty. Time to sodomize with awful wisecracks. Send seeds, philosophize. Cell seeds, the braille reaps. Your nails need a clean. Pale little dreams start tearing at seams when your brain is the enemy. Blair Witch is seen in the corner curled. Stare at the screen. Dare in the dream. Escapism. Painting pictures, fake living. Replacism. Place pivot, aim different. Escapism. Painting pictures, fake living. Replacism. Place pivot, aim different.
Jack, hold up the cross.
It's not possible. I saw her put body snatchers. The mines. They run underneath the entire town, everywhere. No, Evan, please. I beg you now.
With hesitance, menace, development, replenish evidence, sentence and senses to death. Equip, headlocks, lips, skip, levels, depressive, mess, test, switch, nope. Coping with a closed mode, motors turn to robos, soda turn bones to go home, ammonia, work closed out, or stoned up, source, cops, floors, like ouch, down, pound, shout, storm, cloud, sound, mounds, mouth, thousand, drown, town, know where you at, dog, bounce, hold on to your cat, fuck, man, act now, human kinds of fat cow, mapped out, doomed to die, exclusive man, well, how, like you, soon, time will tell, the moon's climate fell, and never flying spell, silent swell, vibrantly violent, tyrant, migrant, tying diamonds, swine, bill, hold on, spill, law-mill, breeze, hate like labor, cancer, take a range and crash to ride the glacier back and take a bath in the day to splash, no spice for all blast, no brand mention, no jam session, no bad lesson, cold clad essence, birds black message, casket closed, each step closer to a napping clothes, basket dose, no more effort to afterbirth, static pros, tune in later for this rapper's ghost, Shattered soul, too late, Glasgow. New fame, mastered owned. Plastic gold in a mattress home. That'll last, that I lapse and throw a bone to the last one to lap the throne. Massacre mass like Rome to Thessalonica. Battle out of the raps in Macedonia. Battle rap with a dab of agoraphobia. It's like acting manophobic, coping on a 40 task with acting normal. Match a ticket to his head, that's why hell I'm on to lips. Battling that sort of cis brain. Cracks go track to normal, ribs sane. Portal splits planes, strokes elliptic, fits frames. Focus, it's clear, shit is grain. Globes rinse where city train meets river shame. Rain brought up same song, sun same always.
Cross. Cross.
Casket closed, each step closer to a napping clothes. Basket doze, no more effort till afterbirth. Static prose, tune in later for this rapper's ghost. Tattered soul, too late, let's go.
The robots are coming.
Hold it now, wait, hold it. Hold it now, wait, hold it. Hit it!
One word. Give me one word. Give me. Alright. Give me one word. Never seen, never heard. I do lyrics on tick and one and back by the first. Stick, city, out to the burbs. Ounce get split like gash at a birth. Watch out, masters at work. Outclass the vast amount of earth with a verse. The maths is truer than the fact of its worth. Be black, then bluer than the skins that are wrapped round the herb. Like what? I am amazing, you are just not. There's no debating, you can fuck off. I'm a menace in molecular mechanism because of my arrested development. Stop the tempestuous method switch. Lecherous gen type embellishment when this paranoia strong. Like 11 elephants on express set instead of like 7 jet
Break down
engines.
crews like chemical compounds. Molecule replenishing the bells keep on sound. Test 10 and 10 instead of drenched the best left death notes. I bet the deficits drop down. Break down crews like chemical compounds. Molecule replenishing the bells keep on sound. Test 10 and 10 instead of drenched the best left death notes. I bet the deficits drop down.
Sabotage these tracks to Mars and back with a carbon-clad guard that'll spar your mans. On these Martian lands you either can't, I can. A middle ground partisan like a heart attack. Stack and harbour plans with this heat on repeat. Computer burn feet on tracks like the darkest sands. The smart ass cigar in hand on the reason rolled on the thighs. Got your goddamn apartment smashed. Call me Mr. Osmosis, no focus, flow smith. Most dopest of opponent you've opposed with the pros. It's potent, open domes, quick exposing the showboating joke in slow motion. I know with 6 under a spit, your grunt will damage your hip. From dancing like a twat and jamming to this. I got a wealth of bad habits and habit paddy cells rabid as hell. Savage how I managed to damage your health.
Break down crews like chemical compounds. Molecule replenishing the bells keep on sound. Test 10 and 10 instead of drenched the best left death notes. I bet the deficits drop down. Break down crews like chemical compounds. Molecule replenishing the bells keep on sound. Test 10 and 10 instead of drenched the best left death notes. I bet the deficits drop down. Break down crews like chemical compounds. Incredible make brews for melting the song sound. Settle for bomb clouds, landing in Mars now. Assembling glitch rendering softer than washed towels.
Hold it now, wait, hold it. Hit it!
Serpentine, burgeoning king. On the edge of a murderous scene, purchase the beans. Merchant, divert and deceive. Dirty neat virgins crawl to me. Serpentine, burgeoning king. On the edge of a murderous scene, purchase the beans. Merchant, divert and deceive. Dirty neat virgins crawl to me. Obstruct cobblestones to march up. hardening the construct of farce and flesh. The cards clutch from cauterized cuts, cuffs, modernized lust for a far behind love, charcoalized lungs while y'all martyrized thugs. Pardon my punch, but I've starved for 5 months. Started my jump with some sort of light stuck. Now I'm 4 to 5 clutching, I'm mortified mug. And a 4 to 5 schedule is more to life, love. Sort of sight drug, keep the sorts in sight corners, right rust. Doors and chop, but the mortals might run, holding it down like a soldier strike does. Toward the mic from the hands of time, to share my man's in mind with an elaborate tribe of savage bastards divine. 9 masters dance on minds, laughter's a must, cancelize underneath. Sucking queefs by the bucket, breathe. Serpentine. Your worthless bleed. Serpentine, burgeoning king. On the edge of a murderous scene. Purchase the beans. Merchant, divert, and deceive. Dirty meat, virgins, scrawls, meat.
Eyewitnesses said they swelled up to about 3.5 times their normal size and then simply burst. And they burst with such an explosive force that their entrails were blown over several square meters. Nice.
Forest me, smoking trees till the oceans bleed. And then I bottle up this potion. See, have a sip from this ocean of feast and skip listening until the motions repeat. Now my home is the beach, breaching boats to be seen. Hit the surface for a moment, let the potency breathe. Now I shake violence, take Tylenol, ache science, break ties to relate. I don't make mind up. In pain, time cuffs, but this brain is wire cutters. Ire flutters as fire sputters. Divine mother, why wonder if I'm under the line? Lunge your eyes, suffer enough. Hey yo, cue the time bumper. I change the syntax back to the last chapter, where happiness floods streets like cats they can't capture. It's that pattern that turns acts to habits. That pattern that swerves back and dies tragic. Follow rabbit, Alice, follow rabbit. Model madness, Alice, hollow addicts. Swallow static, Alice, coddle blandness. Solace handed cameras, follow Alice. Panoramic panic, half a can of cancer. Travel land Atlantic like habits and hand hurts. Might stand biters, here's might stand bite. Landmine fight, grand time bright. Damn, hand sign hype. No, but fans might strike if there's hands to bite. This camp lamp fire's bright enough to grandize light and burn the forest down. Orbit sounds strike ears with the force of 9 pounds. And sights found.
Now pipe down, Alice, looking glass, follow rabbit down that hole no one sees. We strolled right past it on a cold night. You tracked it, emerged like a lurcher that was trapped in some abstract static state of inertia. The rampant cancer camped in your cortex, constructing strands of attacks. Clash your thoughts when I inhabit my habitat. Habitually canny alley cat that'll cross your path like fifth scratch on tallygraph. Got lactic acid tabs and tea flasks in a plastic bag. Happily adapt to the embrace with a clammy grasp. Pick apart the patterns, instinctive karmas. Cavern a carbon carved in palms. When stigmata happens I'm calm. Calmer than acceptance, self-harm, a wrist action. Split atoms, 6 stanzas, explicit rejection. Written in lists in the midst of its inception. Signed off with a kiss. Extends to be left with an impression. It extends to be loved ones with intentions. I've felt nothing since ingestion. I'm becoming an infectious, reckless mess, laying defenseless. So I change the synapse back to the last chapter, where happiness floods streets like cats they can't capture. It's that pattern that turns acts to habits. It's that pattern that swerves back and dies tragic. The verse Malice reenacts the lies. Graphics amplify for minds to translate light through eyes. Cyanide pride with a side of a few pints and one for the road. One for the endless fields of roach and used bags of coke. Second-hand smoke, needles that never had the antidote. No matter how amped the dose, boast entrapment, drugs capture a host and become engrossed in its enhancement.
I change the synapse back to the last chapter, where happiness floods streets like cats they can't capture. It's that pattern that turns acts to habits. That pattern of swerve back and die tragic. Follow rabbit, Alice, follow rabbit. Motto madness, Alice, hollow addicts. Swallow static, Alice, hollow blandness. All is candid, cameras follow Alice. Follow rabbit, Alice, follow rabbit. Motto madness, Alice, hollow addicts. Swallow static, Alice, hollow blandness. All is candid, cameras follow Alice.
The British Ministry of Defence has recently published a damning report revealing how the UK's war in Afghanistan is unwinnable. The internal study obtained through the Freedom of Information Act admits that Britain's role in Afghanistan was to impose an ideology to the Afghan people. Anti-war campaigners and experts were correct in predicting that the war has a hidden agenda behind it: Western physical and psychological dominance in the Middle East.
Strange fruit with more tales from the medicine cabinet. We're gonna go on a little trip, man. Gather round, lend an eardrum. Yeah. As the Western Roman Empire collapses, entire mappings of factions are dispatched with, which leaves me barren strange fruit, adapting to the expansive rankings of middle-aged romantics that language inactive till 500 BC into the passing of Muhammad in 633. Head of state, call me Caliph. Islamic communities I used to fight, but now I take my own as captive. It's what happens when it's the devil you dance with. I signed in italics in exchange for the schematics of my soul. Emotions die, I'm now combative, lacking in any understanding of these semantics. Only military tactics honed by Anglo-Saxons. Blackened pages, a history with these actions. I'm forced to side with the masses through transactions with Lucifer's hands attached to the strands, making it happen. The puppet master's laughing, crafting the art of war. Carnivores, storm forts, you're hardly gonna answer doors. We kill them all, blood marks on walls. Disregard your calls for mercies to dodo you with 30 sharpened swords. Satan in carbon form, cataphract on the back of an armoured horse, raising towns to the ground when I spark the torch, compelled to retrieve the head from my target's corpse. And it's like that, no remorse when I slice at your light axe, wielding infantry that don't fight back. I appear at night, tasked with overthrowing those who own oceans, dethroned opponents with no known notice. We swarm like locusts over remotest components of your force that we decoded and opened. I body a folk in a moment, I'm just a bloke smoking spines of those who declined to sign my vote slips. Now barren strange fruits been around, you see. I travel tight lines where bloodlines repeat. I live past lives as your feet pound the street. Defeat emperors for evil as you sound asleep. Now barren strange fruits been around, you see. Fight with armies about 60,000 deep. Technique of hardy beast, scar your peeps. Lift your king's head with my right arm and start my speech.
War was banned in 1928, made illegal, and the United Nations Charter is very clear that it is a criminal offence. You are forbidden from threatening or using force against any other nation state. No state or group of states has the right to intervene in another state's affairs. So if you do, that's a criminal offence.
I'm under feudal command, cross on my shield, this is my land. Blessing of God upon my steel, I got Byzantium blood. Transgressing centuries, import Turkish weaponry. Macedonian dynasty, implore works of symmetry. Math-prone delivery with sicker speech than Black Plague. City street, living be the wicker creeks. Leap the weight of heads from the guillotine. Spread from the west like crusades on the Middle East. My empire stretched from Morocco round the Med to Italy. Chilling free, only get out of bed for victory. Our comedic synergy, how to read my literacy for dummies should be in your vicinity. Divine writer kings will be like salt in the eyeballs. Absolute monarchs justified as false idols. I'm spiteful, and my memories are tribal. Death's disciple, you'd never read it in the Bible. How I knife you in the spinal, concede your title. My arrival breeds sheets to alleviate these rivals from their rightful place in homes they possess. Lay pagans to rest like final clones of text that were sent to force revival of hope, but instead they caused a cycle of protest from folk you protect. Only spoke of in sex, that's if you invest in the complex agendas they tend to represent. I spend gold to interject souls, to Pax Romana, disrespect Roman peace, and I'll come and slap your father. Antagonize these heretics, call me Justin Martyr. From Aurelius to Arthur to Arius in Sparta, they call it karma. Wipe my ass with Magna Carta. Feudal barons force the king to abide by charters. Every day I find this harder, no way to scarper. From when I start up a legend to the start of my departure. Barren strange fruits been around, you see. I travel timelines where bloodlines repeat. I live past lives as your feet pound the street. Defeat emperors for evil as you sound asleep. Barren strange fruits been around, you see. Fight with armies about 60,000 deep. Technique a hardy beast, scar your peeps. Lift your king's head with my right arm and start my speech.
Vultures multiply above, cultures turn into finding drugs, sole purpose. Design a buzz, source surface, the mind erupts. Vultures multiply above, cultures turn into finding drugs, sole purpose. Design a buzz, source surface, the mind erupts. Courteous, avert versus surgeon on drugs. Turn left subversion on shrugs, shoulders boulder in mud. Scolding a rush, store for a bud. Pour some more for a buzz when your fortune is struck. Core the course of your funds, pull up, plunge, blood, molars, gore, crunch, cut. Punks, cuts, gush, glory, end of story, plug, done. Mandatory, clutch, cuss, clutter, cut, clunk, crunch, butter, luck, stuff, face like a dumb slut. What's up, mud clunk shoe on your rug room. Run through red rover boots, rent rooms, 10 tunes when my arms bent, bruised, far-fetched, proof plus alarms. Let loose, let loose, let loose, let loose, let loose. Vultures multiply above as cultures turn into finding drugs, sole purpose. Design a buzz, source surface, the mind erupts. Vultures multiply above as cultures turn into finding drugs, sole purpose. Design a buzz, source surface, the mind
Now
erupts.
I'm not sure if I do this for pleasure, the pain or just amusement. Pump drugs into my brain just to make me feel more human. I got these certain urges surging through my blueprint, lost each and every cursive with the speed of its movement. Talk with mutant speech, a miser that reminds us of times we define these lifelines they supply us. Recruitment drive minds. If we stay alive, we're too busy making a living, we never make a life. As I improve, I align time, star signs and pyramid design combined. But now we've got retarded minds to symbolize decline, to simplify tribes mystified by the sky. Describe the spectrum as liquefied tie-dye, acid drop ingestion, lizard eye deprived guy, placid on inspection, erratic on detection. Vultures landing for an easy meal, and as the blood pools I see my habits in the reflection. loudly. The great architect recovered alky, marker pen text and still smart the cess proudly. I doubt these people listening have heard about me. Been in it for a minute, spitting writtens out loudly. I watch the world through the bottom of a whiskey glass. Tipsy ass hippie growing thin like a wispy tash. Patron saint of apes with a jiffy bag. Fuck eyes, I dilate your face with that spliff you had. It's not where you're from, it's about where you're sitting at. The gift of gab, official wisdom, outwitting the slickest lad. Smart arse, leave you red faced like cricket bat. After the innings I kick it, that's how you know Sik is back. With a sack of wicked raps. Ain't no fucking king, I just robbed the crown and can't be asked to give it back. This is the duck to your swing, hitting back with a full on figure four on the floor with submissive taps. Same time burning L's and didn't give a pass. Flick the roach at your feet like oi mate, finish that. I'm implicit in vindictive plans and exhibit strength only witnessed when Popeye gets a spinach can. I've been splitting grams with dirty Mac, covertly burn Percy on some mad quirky earthly plans. Hunt you from the cracks like a murky past and only see you through my net like your nerdy fans. We stand alone at the gates of these rappers' homes where they craft their poems on a pad where their act is known. We hunt you down one by one till we're the last to flow. We hunt you down one by one, one by one. We stand alone in the hope that our stature grows. Flatten grammar with the force of thought, hammer blows. Hunt you down one by one till we're the last to flow. We hunt you down one by one, one by one.
Teensy bit illiterate, pimple spit the next again. Next in line to censor him, pretension, test invention. Assertion, ascension, assertion, dissension. These words are investments, purposeful of purchase to mention. Worthless obsession, curtains the essence of this. Girth hurts the lines, and now she begs to quit. Celibate in the essence that I sell a bit. Metal shit, death to your residence now. No bells ring, tolls grow, how I sell rings. How I felt is old slow, no home-owned phones only to throw bones. Catch this like venereal disease. Bad trips down the nose like a period of knees. Better rhetoric, can't keep it serious with me. Steering past the weird whack and veering into trees. Peering out the fear we had, not listening to me. Cure your own symptoms, divisible by 3. F9 exercise and sizes in your teeth. New meaning of deathbed, set fire to the sheets. Another tire on the streets, gets tired from the beat.
We stand alone at the gates of these rappers' homes where they craft their poems on a pad where their act is known. We hunt you down one by one till we're the last to flow. We hunt you down one by one, one by one. We stand alone in the hope that our stature grows. Flatten grammar with the force of thought, hammer blows. We hunt you down one by one till we're the last to flow. We hunt you down one by one, one by one, by one.
I'm chilling on this one, man. Sik slanderous, Sik slanderous spit sense. The shyest stepper.
I won't shake your hand, laugh at your anecdotes. You're one-dimensional on one level like your granny's home. Stuck up like an afro comb. It's evident that evidence evidently points to you and your faggy tones. King when knackered throne, dirty tattered robes. I bet you never voice clip beats on battered phones. For when you're staggered home from the daily grind, you're in love with yourself so you may be blind. Sold your soul when you sign so you maybe find your fingers are numb when you stroke down your lady's thigh. You can't feel it like paraplegic feet. When beat kick is your weakness, you can't smell what defeat is. Therefore you can't grow up from a seedling. You're not strong, freeze your nuts off in the winter breeze. And evening sleep minus 13 degrees. Sleep your last sleep, the cold don't favour them. Starting from nothing, still got a shitload left, but that's something. Do this for the love of the beats and the percussion. No license for samples, but still I'm like suck it. Full mouth, no discussion. One for a single, two for an L, fuck it. Sik slanderous, fat bird spit to bust it. Grade 2 listed shit, nobody can touch it. Say a few written lyric or two and spew buckets. I'm disillusioned, seek truth in music. I speak through lip movement, dub speech by the humans. To sell themselves triangles like Bermuda, with a prize on the mantle to look back on in the future. They attach to computers while I'm cruising like a record needle searching for where the groove is. Finger tapping on the mute, man, it's no use. I don't wanna talk to Frank, I like substance abuse. I'm a nuisance in the booth, I write so acute between the lines of tiny rhymes. So read them if you know how I do. Hoodie up and say hi, reply how are you, you won't die
lie, so why you sucking on that sour fruit? I ain't a fucking prowler who will drown you in the shower at the sound of loot. Straight up like an afro do. Man, I got some counter moves, beat you up and down when I kick it, cause I'm still a roundhouse in a crowded room. Starting from nothing, still got a shitload left, but that's something. Do this for the love of the beats and the percussion. No license for samples, but still I'm like suck it. Full mouth, no discussion. One for a single, two for an L, fuck it. Six slanderous, fat bird spit to bust it. Grade 2 listed shit, nobody can touch it. Say a few, written lyric or two with spew buckets. I glide round the top, dive underneath. Up at 9, smoking spliff before I brush my teeth. Polite type of rugged breed, grab a club and leave out my cave. Wave at neighbours, spark the bud and peace. Out on the hunt, plains of Pangea. Past nutters, the Jack E's and brown like Pangria. Tramps want beer money, but I never can hear, cause I got Benga turned up loud in my ear. Chris Wallace on my grommets. Ignore the jeers of a nation aimed at those who profit from the fear. One of your honest peers, friend or enemy for life, it's your call, so I'd stop it if you want me near. I've had some gyroscopic years with the twist and turns. Yearn to concern yourself with logic if you listen, learn. Observe the human disease spread across Middle Earth. I work with curved sickle, earn little, turn brittle stern. I started from nothing, still got a shitload left, but that's something. Do this for the love of the beats and the percussion. No license for samples, but still I'm like suck it. Full mouth, no discussion. One for a single, two for an L, fuck it. Six slanderous, fat bird spit to bust it. Grade 2 listed shit, nobody can touch it. Say a few, written lyric or two with spew buckets.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence?
The four-element force that draws wreckage to shores and absorbed in the way that war epics are taught. I got more records of course, that more venomous awesomeness. With the pen I reform thoughts are flawless. Pitch, you got bars, perform and then your shit go stand on the side like you're an ornament. You'd be the token prize at a tournament. It's 4th place when 3rd got a score to spend. I rock oven gloves to write cause of my scorching pen. And I've come to kill your vibe like your awkward friends Lexi and I. Jekyll and Hyde that switch minds, and when we combine rhymes bring your senses to life with a sentence provide hype till dementia subsides. With enough pride to get back up, look it square in the eye, then reside in the sadness. Our standard created, it's just madness. We're faced with a lack of creative brains, it's just a hobby I picked up in the lobby. It's insane that you still need to learn to rap properly. I'm second crop syndrome, better than the first batch. Tenors worth sitting there chilling in a herb bag. I lurk back in dark alleys, spark fatties with your Aunt Sally. Player these large tracks we bring to make sure your knowledge of us doesn't start badly. We're kings of this half-ass attack on a swag beat.
Corner cutter, core in a clutter, cornying the cornea core, a cordial cluster. New Kevorkian, morals torn asunder, or a bunk heard wondering what's worse. Smith, dirges are worthless when purchases avert to the first list. Purchase it, clerk, grip, verse, clip, merchant. Turd shit like birds could discern this.
Deformed elegance, swarm towards form elements. Forge form filaments, bright light developments. High light, sixth sense type instrument. Condensed mic to slash right, bearing strange fruit. Wind pipe on thin pipe, I send type to men. My depends, right? So scattering on the lens, right? Habitual habit to habits, inhabit habit. Dyslexia Sik Slanderous spits.
Corner cutter, core in a clutter, cornying the cornea core, a cordial cluster. New Kevorkian, morals torn asunder, or a bunk heard wondering what's worse. Smith, dirges are worthless when purchases avert to the first list. Purchase it, clerk, grip, verse, clip, merchant. Turd shit like birds could discern this.
When I'm birthing these beats, you can hand me the forceps. I got more lines than Gordon Ramsay's forehead. Don't applaud yet, wait a couple tracks later. My snare snaps like I slapped you with sandpaper. Sik got his swagger back straight from the Cabbage Patch. Battle whack rappers with a strap and a plastic bag. My shit stinks like damn, I'll have a grab of that. Maybe two, but I need to go to the bank to grab the cash.
Mass attack, rappers slap with battle axe. Savage landed laps fast past the fragile pass. Gas, massive blackouts, spurts and crack house. My words are packed now like worms and fat cows. Purchases worthless, the curbs learn to back down. Merchant services working for free. How's that sound? Found drowned in the body of water. The fall to the fodder. A lot of this lottery's falling for the audience. It's a scene.
Saw this in a dream, audible odyssey, possibly prophecy, follow the supreme philosophy. Seen logically, machines keep watching me. Oculus Rift, recognition technology. Populace submits to the bliss of monotony. Optimists exist in colonies, caught in the midst of Nautilus twist from poverty to opulence. Honky coffee, subsonic ambiance.
Give me 2 bars and they will get looped. I'm in a chicken coop stoop, burning Chris Tucker suit. Cause it's Friday, in a suit, out for the loot. Phone on vibrate, business time, lucrative crime wave. Fair fruits of high grade, last minute line change. On my way 4-5, gotta pay for my time, mate. I'll fuck it up, then I'll fuck it sideways. Come back in 9 days and the track will still gyrate.
Time wasting artists, kick buckets of paint. Division farther limits, carnage harbor symbols of hate. Pistons wait, pistol systems break. Impulse, indulge, make insults, invoke, shake, shit. Take kingdoms, minions, wisdoms, index hostage. Sik Sense, Cosmo, and Dyslexia combo. Bombs blow, off in the distance. Carcinogen stench, off in an instant.
Instantaneous, bust like spontaneous. Raw maniac, fuck with, gone crazy as long. Hater list, switch to abbreviated phrases. RIPs, MIAs, and DOAs. Speak on stages, we gon' make it. Just keep on blazing. I EMCs, but I don't need no rapists. Street fame dangerous, age of the faceless.
What the fuck you looking at? Watch where you're staring, I'm careless. I'll take your girl home to meet my parents. I think they're gonna like her, treat her like an heiress. She's an airhead, but fuck it man, she gives out bare head. I got rare text, a spare set of fuck yous, and I'm aware, yes, I don't expect some fucks too. I crush crews into juice, quaffing from a chalice that's made of gold and molded from the shape of my phallus.
Cabinets open, drag to the fabric of focus. The passage from the cavern to the adequate low bridge. Another slow bitch with closed lips. Cloak fits, glow glistening, gross stone fist, brick in the bone. Pistol whipped cream, simpleton, cherry on top. Mission of the team, bury a plot. Harry carry, very scary, pair the perilous twat with berries and rot. Carry the clock to the front lines, married or not. Daringly, precarious, mock grin, lost in, locked in, Sumerian thought. Fault in, so I carry a Glock to pop men at various stop, lake, ferry across.
Walking to the 7 and some copper for refreshments. In a city where every brother shares a pile of shit to step in. Where dormants is deceiving cause no neighbor offer welcomes. The welcomes offered seldom, less from waitress or a bellman. Patient in this hellish frame, I tainted and it's melting. And I've smelled, seen, heard every hell theme. Stroll through it daily trying to figure out how hell seems. Swell dreams to daymares from well drinks and cane pear. Cane pear, at least the sniffing in those strange stares. Brain flares tweaking and I'm creeping from the same lair. No soup when you thinking that we ain't there.
And it's rare, leftover crystal visual, residual, pitiful, pistol pull medicinal. On a step, so lift a full dime, phalange grind, timing belt, serpentine, shine, dine, reclining melt. Resolidify, arc, vaporize, rewind, sweltering heart, altering mind, alerting focal point art. Rhinestone, high blown, design shown to beginners and sinners of inner circle locals, preferably next to be global, wet to ozone removal. Mover, shimmering oh so close to bed, louver, quartet maneuver, strange fruit, sewer manure. Let the user forget who or what dimension we've stepped in. Analytical web spin.
It's too heavy for brevity, but life is deadly. Things, sphinxes, checkmate. Extinguished linguists, distinguish with English wit. Probably hear 5 times before you get the gist. Not live. Shit. I saw it in my mind's eye. They can't blindside me. The blind, leading the blind, and make them all find me. Yeah, keep giving it up. Like trees to my eyes bleed, rivers of blood, it isn't enough. Precision prismatic vision, living a fucking dream, right? But it ain't what it seemed like. Schemes, White phenotype, xeno, foreign born. I need more and speedo tight lines distributed explicitly to feed on spite. Breed eons like years right here.
Very possible, that very possible bit of risotto.
That was, yes.
Very good. Nothing like a good glass of Chateau Le Chasseur, eh, Josiah?
Hey, you're right there, Obadiah.
Right. Who would have thought 30 years ago we'd all be sitting here drinking Chateau de Châtelet, eh?
Aye. In them days, we was glad to have the price of a cup of tea. Aye. A cup of cold tea. Aye.
Without milk or sugar.
Or tea.
Another blind beauty shines through me. Defiant with me grinding on loose leaf.
I move tea
to transmit images, facts.
New sheets.
Transistor will crash, clues leave.
Loose feet.
Fans would actually get dragged to the craft. Passion for the grapple of massa. Appeals to cattle cause they cast from the ranch. So apartments stay bland, partaking shopping for fast. This market has had
better days.
Now we sharpen and stab with knives crafted from carcasses. Rap, barbiturate,
tragic,
omnipotent
magic.
Sorcerer, spellcaster, battle rapid forces, slur words, search verses for her worth. It's fucking priceless. Psych, more like a vice grip, guiseless, like trying to turn a square with the ice pick. Eye shit's kinda hard to see where my sight is. So lines rip when I try fighting the right fish. Wrong time, hawk eyes, gon' find lost minds, hog tie, moss. Over the all signs and shots fired. Drop off in the chalk line. Postulous gold spine, preposterous, don't lie. Lashes show no sign of popping, so don't hide. Weather and slope minds, catch up to the shoreline. Cut port ties, pecking order. Laughing from sore sides, catching the war vibes. Fall back with my pork wine. Before I have to pay more court fines. I guess the source lied. Check the tour guide. We're in the wrong place.
Where you going, man? What the fuck you talking about? Let's sort it out and recycle these MCs walking about. They don't have the spirit like a haunted house. They're lifeless on mics with vowels and assorted nouns. We're here to silence your righteous rap alliance. Hybrid writers clash like Vikings that scrap like Mike Tyson. I'm prescribed with lightning strikes and python bite rhyming that swipe and maneuver like Heimlich. You suck
like you got a Dyson as a sidekick.
Why choose futures that suit dudes with vice grips? I'm a producer and I like this mic life enticing.
Twice a night times to the ciphers.
Line strong like bison, IQ like fox. Shine bright like a
box of dynamite ignited.
Celestial hotspots
ignited.
With my chops on this assignment.
Distance is
sit and spit shit for figures of 8 on its side. Lying down, it's just tired. Your sound has been retired and your jersey's ironed with the frame around and you've signed it
with your name engraved beside it.
In the Hall of Fame behind 1,000 other pricks who were better than you. Things will always be the same despite this. I'm coming round to put it down on your soundscope. I'm so underground you can't get a download. I'm in bedroom on the down low. If you buy 2 CDs for £6, have one on the house, bro.
Cause that's how you hustle.
To quote a great line, push rhymes like wait, don't contemplate the struggle. Like MEPs in Brussels. Silver service sentiments, centre tenants like they know how these
debts get juggled.
They'll break it down to rubble, but that's just more fertilizer for the concrete jungle. I stay humble under the binary code mumble of robots, selling off ones and O's to make money with no jobs. These benefits never benefit the undermined intelligence and render half of this community irrelevant. The stereotypes you won't forget, like an elephant. The day the masses stood up and charged on your regiment.
I've been trying not to diss you off for dyslexia, but should work upon yourself when you didn't fucking shit for too long. Didn't even listen to our first album. Habits gon' crush you. Nose on top. Where's your mind at now? Something you can't follow. It's about time. Shut up. Listen to F9 crew. Dyslexia Sik Sense. Follow habits. Follow habits. Follow habits. Follow habits. Follow habits. skin, slapping caskets, clothes from fat to bone, basking in fashion, ain't trapped in robes, stamper with new clothes from basket fold. Is it actual gold here as the throne? No, I've seen a lot of class to know that everlasting hope's a rap bastard joke. Lacks laughter, his latches broke, Mad Hatter, last on ropes, class clasher, mad at gold, so masterful, savage attack, I captured the flag stash up home, cover your tracks, muster a type of emotional afterglow, and broke tactical clothes, lips that are open, a slip on my notes and the wrist of a ghost pen, slick yet it won't bend, prisoner of both ends, rinse but he won't cleanse, jaw that is so cleansed and cause I'm a dope head, close but I'm no trend, stoned at my ropes end, don't get close for a horseman, doom, fed for food, edible, vegetables, meant to move, messy spew, drenched in fluid, left to spew, and reflective reflections brood. Death to your death, resurrections bloom. Titillating, bitter, invigorating, litter, innovating, literal. Minute later, I'm mitigating ignorant intimidation, simulation fast. In the Middle Ages past, Leviticus in the mass, incinerating laugh of enemies when they pass. Chastising, I'm at Mayans, I pass, riot, brittle, brash. Little man hiding in the middle of the grass gets smashed. Point with the mind of God. Some wish the lines would cross like a drunk bitch driving lost, but my gift is signing off. Some wish the lines would cross, drunk bitch driving lost. Some visit island spots, but my gift is signing off.
Signing in with the grin on crook mode, feeling the sin, I rub it in like Gitmo. Living within my chemical bin, a premonition, a reminiscing when did it begin? Pacify all masterminds, who the last to pass off massive crime is asinine. I crack, cast, dash, and dine, higher than sublime just to pass the time. Crown chakra, opera, rest the sword, stretch the cords over the message boards. Never neglect who his eminence is, living that lives, sever the sieve, assembling skid. Rebel on a pebble meteorite, the meaning of life is wrapped up, read it in white. Weep, tears, crocodile, 9mm selfie, Chelsea smile, it's not healthy. Contemplating the complications, expectations of congregations. It's irritating, period weak. People hear me, but they theories is weak. I'm fearing the leak, space-time fabric, taste wine, stab shit, baseline spastic, sociopathic. On a mission to exhibit the law, y'all permit me to inhibit the score, more or less. Torch the gate, force the fate, the forfeit hate. I was born to take torture fakes at enormous rates. Correlate the Jake to a fork-tongued snake.
Titillating, bitter, invigorating, litter, innovating, literal. Minute later, I'm mitigating ignorant intimidation, termination fast in the Middle Ages past. Leviticus in the mat, incinerating, laugh of enemies when they pass. Chastising, I'm at Mayans, I patch, crying, brittle, brash. Little man hiding in the middle of the cracks gets smashed. One with the mind of God. Some wish the lines would cross like a drunk bitch driving lost, but my gift is signing off. Some wish the lines would cross, drunk bitch driving lost. Some visit island spots, but my gift is signing off. Sign off.
What I'm going to do is briefly summarize the evidence before I give you a chance to give your sworn testimony.
Stars dry at the mind's eye. Sides minus sides, time flies. Stars dry at the mind's eye. Sides minus sides, time flies. Die trying, cyanide climate fries us blind. Find a guide to find a lost iris, pine intact. Forest to spinal tap, core fast. More mess than when your sores fester up. Doorstep in what is the course next abrupt? Of course, pepper stuff like a corpse getting fucked. The more copious with lore, the worthier the sword. The mortal turned to cord portions, mortified and stored. Fortified and born again to Mordecai adorned. There's more to life than words, but that's all I ever learned. Call it better service, what I call a better surge. Call the men of courage what they are, a tenor's word. Offer better merch before they get off to put in church. Caught ascension head first, bottle dead inertia. In the spot where I stop and the verse begins. My dirge insists my purpose on the earth is this. Stars try at the mind's eye. Sides minus sides, time flies. Stars try at the mind's eye. Sides minus sides, time flies.